At this hour, but let's first get to the big exclusive interview of the day. The government must try and stick to its fiscal deficit target of 3.2%. That's the word coming in from the former vice chairman of Niti Aayog, Arvind Panagariya. In an exclusive conversation with Shereen Bhan, the former policymaker shared his expectations from Budget 2018 and said that he expects the government to stick to the path of fiscal consolidation. Now, talking about the government's performance on the divestment front, Panagariya blamed the Department of Investment and Public Asset Management for its lack of action with regards to divestment proposals that have been approved by the cabinet. Here's a slice of that exclusive interview.
I very much hope that the finance minister sticks to his budget or fiscal consolidation. That I think is an important priority. And in terms of, since this is the last budget before the election, I also hope that any sort of populist expenditures are of the kind that are one-time expenditures,
right,
rather than programs that are not fully well thought out, and then they end up becoming permanent fixtures.
Okay. If I could pick up on the point that you made there, and you've spoken about how the government should stick to the path of fiscal consolidation. In fact, this was your sort of cautionary warning in September as well, that the government should avoid the temptation of moving away from the fiscal consolidation roadmap that it had set out. Your successor in the Niti Aayog believes that heavens will not fall if we move beyond 3.2 to even 3.5%. Now, if you go by the CSO data, then 3.2% in terms of the fiscal deficit looks like it will be breached in all certainty. So do you believe, like now Rajiv Kumar in the Niti Aayog believes, that a little bit of a slippage is not going to cause any great harm to the economy or the government's reformist credentials?
Well, personally, I would like it, and I'd prefer it if the government is actually able to bring it into the 3.2%, which was the target. Certainly, you can make that case that a small slippage is not going to bring down the heavens. That case can certainly be made, but my own personal preference is that this government, at least that was my experience during the 3 years I was there, that this government really made a very, very serious effort to stay with this fiscal consolidation plan. And so much hard work has gone into it that I would personally not for letting this slip.
Something else that needs to be brought back to the center stage, of course, is this business of strategic divestment. This was your one big disappointment, even when you left India in August, and we haven't really seen any forward movement, even though we keep hearing about how we should expect something on the strategic disinvestment front. We're still talking about the possibility of Air India perhaps going through in this calendar year. What do you believe, Mr. Panagariya, is the problem here? I mean, it's been more than 3.5 years and not one strategic disinvestment has taken place.
Yes, as you have already stated, I have been advocating this for quite a while. There is blessing from the Prime Minister because, after all, the cabinet has approved as many as 30 public sector enterprises for privatization. So I really don't believe that there is any lack of will on the part of the Prime Minister and his office to move this forward. So the matter, it seems to me, is really stuck in the DIPAM, the Department of Investment and Public Asset Management. It is DIPAM which seems not to be moving, and possibly the Prime Minister's office can push DIPAM a bit harder, because surely, it has been quite a while since as many as 30 of these PSCs have been approved for disinvestment by the cabinet.